if you had it to do over again, would you do any part of it differently?
Well, if I had it to do over again, I think, no, I don't think I would. I don't know. I hope I don't have to do it over again.
So this is Clonmelsh old graveyard here, and the connection to this very, very famous man here, Walt Disney. And you can just see there, it says the legendary Walt Disney's great grandfather, Arundel Disney, 1801 to 1859, emigrated from Carlow in the 1830s. Members of the family lived locally, and some are buried in Clonmelsh Graveyard, originally spelled de Isgny. The family were among the Norman conquerors who first invaded England in 1066. Walt became one of the best known motion picture producers in the world. So we'll read a couple of the headstones here, and I'll take you over to see the final resting place of Walt Disney's ancestors. And it's a beautiful old graveyard, small kind of graveyard, not many are buried in here, but we'll read a couple as we go. And look at this beautiful one. Just here we have an urn on the top, and like that iron railing around it there, protecting it. And this one here says, here rests the mortal remains of Thomas Bernard, late of Gayville in the county of Carlow. And you can just see there, it says he was an esquire, and he died on the 11th of July 1807, age 49 years old. So that's an esquire's final resting place there, and it's beautiful with that railing around it, and a padlock for some strange reason is left on it there. I don't know why that was left there. And very unusual looking bottles there, like clay looking, at the very top of it. It's very, very windy today, so I'm going to do my best to get around in the wind. Very blustery and wintry here. Now this area of the graveyard here, I don't know what this was. Now this actually could be, because I know over in the corner there, I spotted when I was coming in, there's some kind of a crypt over there, so we'll go over and have a look at that. And this could be all the crypt area here, the roof of it. And I'll take you over there and show you what I'm talking about. So the connection to Walt Disney, so when you hear about Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, Minnie Mouse, all those Disney movies, and it started here in this very remote area in County Carlow, the Disney connection. And of course Walt visited Ireland, I think back in the 1960s. He was in Dublin, he paid a visit here. So this is the crypt, and they have it closed up the top of it here. There's a cage going over the top. It's hard to get a look in, but just in there you can kind of see the door of the crypt just in there, and the bar going across the crypt entrance. So there's the door of the crypt. Just there. Very, very cool, guys. This big cage covering this crypt. And the person that's interred, or the family that's interred, is on this stone slab, the name. So we'll read this. In this family vault are deposited the mortal remains of Sir Thomas Butler of Ballintemple and Gary Hunden, County Carlow, 8th Baronet of the ancient family of the Butler. He departed this life on the 8th of November 1861, aged 78 years old. So there we have the Butler family and a baronet. So that's who's buried beneath this cool crypt. And maybe all that ground, as I was saying there, is all part of the crypt. It goes way back there. And that's the cage that goes over this very large crypt. So at one time you could actually go down there. There were steps, you can see the steps. Just go down into it there, down to that big iron door. Some more behind these railings here. We'll go in and read this one. This is the final resting place enclosed by Edward Butler, and from Carlow, June 1838. Near the stone are deposited the mortal remains of James, eldest son of the above named Edward Butler. On Thursday, July the 19th, 1838, in the 11th year of his age, so only 11 years old there, that young boy. And when it says there on Thursday, I've never seen that before on a grave where it says the day as well. It's usually just the month and the year. So these could be all kind of the same family down around here. Just in this section here, I don't see any headstone in this one. It looks empty. But I'm sure there's probably someone buried there, or it was made there for someone to be laid to rest and it was never used. I'm not quite sure. But you can just see them all along there, the rail section. We have another one here. James Butler, Esquire of Broomville, who died the 1st of February 1856, aged 77 years old. Charles Richard Butler, Lieutenant Colonel of the 20 Regiment, died the 21st of January 1860, aged 37 years old. And you have William Paul Butler, Captain Carlow Rifles, died the 5th of September 1861, aged 44. So we have the Butler family here who were involved in the war, captains and colonels and all that. So this is the old graveyard. Clonmelsh is the name of it. Now I'm going to show you the final resting place here of the Disney family and their connection to Walt Disney, the famous Walt Disney. So on the first one here we have, here lies the body of Abigail Payne, Disney, who departed this life the 29th of November 1746, aged 28 years old, erected by her husband Joseph. So there's Abigail Disney, and just beside that then we have the stone slab here in the same section. And it says this tomb is erected by Mary Disney in memory of her husband Robert Disney, who departed this life on the 28th of August, and the years unfortunately missing of that, age 62 years old. So we have a Robert Disney there, and if I make my way over the other side of the Disney family plot, here lies the body of George Disney of the city of Dublin, baker, who departed this life on the 19th day of May 1736, aged 53 years old. Now I do believe that the local people here in the community tidied up the Disney grave area here, and the inscription is much easier to read, and they've done a very good job of doing that. So well done to the people in the area who cleaned up the old graveyard here, because I believe it was very overgrown and kind of hidden away. So, you know, there's more history unearthed, guys. Walt Disney, the famous man himself, when you hear of Disneyland in America and Paris and all those movies all over the world, you know, his family members are laid to rest here. Walt Disney, and I'll put that in the video. Walt actually did visit Ireland on business in the 60s, I believe. So he was in Ireland, and I'm sure he knows his connection here in Ireland, in County Carlow. I'm not sure if he actually visited this old graveyard or not, but it would be nice to think that he was here, to know that this is where it all started. And here we have Frances Butler, daughter of Richard Butler. All these chest tombs here. A lot of the Butler family seem to be buried in here, and it's not that much of an area to look at, but I did want to show you on the way home. I said I would stop here and show you some of the graves, and of course that interesting grave there, the Disney family, and then you have the baronet there of the Butler family also, and that very fine vault. The piece is missing off this one here, and it looks like it has been cleaned up. It actually fell off this part here, and you can see there where it just broke away, so they kind of have it just left lying down on the grave site there now. And it's in memory of my dear husband William Cole, who died the 19th of June 1928, aged 68. Also my dear son John, who died in 1923, aged 22, and my dear daughter Florence, who died in February 1931, aged 24 years. And in memory of our dear mother Hannah, she died in 1944, aged 79. And it's a beautiful headstone, and we have the bird and the flowers on it there and all. Very old, this graveyard, steeped in history, of course. And we have erected by Eliza Worthington of Powerstown in memory of her husband Charles Worthington, who departed this life in August 1845, age 63 years old. So another really old one there. The sun has come out, but it's extremely bitterly cold here today in Ireland. So the weather's changing. So that's the Clonmelsh Graveyard, guys. I hope you enjoyed the quick kind of walk around here. I wanted to show you the old graves in this beautiful graveyard, and of course the main reason why I'm here is to show you those beautiful graves of the Disney family and the connection to Walt. So I hope you liked the video, and if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell, and I'll see you all on my next adventure. So rest in peace to the Disney family, and of course rest in peace to Walt Disney also.